Couple of lethal scores meeting in the Great Northwest. Steph Curry, Dame Lillard. Curry's owned this head-to-head matchup on the balance sheet. You see the records, and you see 62 next to Steph's name when they played on January the 3rd, and it looked like he was gunning for more of the same as he came out in the first quarter and scored 16. 3 of his 6 field goals were threes, but the Warriors led by just 1 after the first quarter. Dame Lillard, meanwhile, was struggling mightily from outside the arc, but there's more than one way to get in the score sheet. A little backdoor from Melo. Blazers hanging around. Steph stepping through. Beautiful scoop shot. He's got such an array of these. More of that coming later, as you'll see. Warriors led by 1 after the first. They led by 1 at the break. And the third, Draymond all up in Melo's airspace. But Melo's been getting buckets since forever. The and one gives the Blazers the lead. What a cut. What a pass from Draymond. And this is the Enes Kanter reaction is what I want you to keep an eye on. I mean, that's nonsense. It's bouncing on top of the backboard. Look at Kanter. What am I supposed to do? Nothing. Green had 10 assists through 3. Let's get to the good stuff. When these guys do what they do. Melo, you know better than that. Take these 3 with you. Then Draymond will hit Steph. Same song. Lead grows to 6. But Dame Lillard shooting poorly, but shout to Big Body Best. No watch on the wrist. You know what time it is. I didn't know it was time for Draymond to pull, Steve. He did.
You sure did.
Victory.
Big one.
But now down 1. Dame, step back, bottoms. Just ruthless. No celebration, though, because he knows this guy is going to have his say. Steph, Draymond, here he comes. Blocker charge. As Steve said as they reviewed it, and you're right, Steve, all they care about now is, are your feet outside the restricted area? They are. Is he sliding? Not as much as some charges. Like, he's pretty much set. Pretty much set. As you might guess, depending on which locker room you're in, how these two teams saw it.
I just had my eye on Draymond because I knew he was trying to figure out a way to manipulate what we were trying to do. And I saw him take off, and once I saw, how fast he was coming to the rim, I was the lag, and I saw the action developing. I knew what the situation was, and once he took off, I just sold out and stayed in for the charge.
We all have our interpretations of the play, and obviously it was close, but we felt like there was some movement before, after Draymond took off, and was pretty confident going into the review that we were going to get it overturned. It doesn't go our way, obviously, and that's a tough way to end the game for sure. So I don't even know what to say about it, really.
Chose not to go down the Donovan Mitchell route, which will cost him less money. Ton of respect from Lillard and the Warrior players afterwards. An Oakland guy who knows about that town business, as they call it. And there's nobody better than Dame at the business of late shots to give his team a tie or the lead. In the final 20 seconds says he joined the league. I get it if he was a couple clear of anybody else, but he's got 7 more than the closest pursuer, and that man's Russell Westbrook. Still to come on SportsCenter. History in the NBA, quadruple triple-doubles, including 2 double-doubles from perhaps an unlikely team. A couple of Pistons get in on the fun. No fun in Philly. Nova's title hopes take potentially a significant hit thanks to injury.